Cooking with the vegan zombie.
What are we gonna do for Santa this year for Christmas? I know you want the carrot, but what are we gonna do for Santa? Yep, I agree. Chocolate chip cookies. You heard correctly. By popular demand, we will bring you the good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookie just in time for Santa to shove his fat little butt down our chimney and give us presents. That's what Christmas is all about, right? Maybe that's why I always get coal. For these chocolate chip cookies, they're delicious, they're chewy, they're yummy, they're every single delicious adjective you could think of. And you're gonna start by creaming some butter with some sugar. We're gonna use Earth Balance butter for this recipe, an equivalent of 2/3 of a cup. Make sure your butter's at room temp. Now, believe it or not, in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, I have the luxury of having a grocery store that sells all vegan, organic products like flour, all-purpose flour, sugar, brown sugar. It's got the little V at the bottom, and it says organic right there. You can't go wrong. Now, if you can't find organic for this recipe, you can cheat. I won't tell anybody, but just at least make sure it's vegan. Come on, guys. We're gonna use some brown sugar. We're gonna use 1 cup, and it's the light brown cane sugar. When you're using a measuring cup, make sure that the brown sugar is firmly packed in there so you get the right amount. And 1/2 cup of white sugar. Now you gotta cream it. Cream it, beat it with a spoon and cream it. We got our butter and our sugar all creamed up together in a little happy marriage. And we're gonna add some other stuff next. Stay tuned to find out what that is. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2. For our binder in this recipe, we're going to use an egg substitute called the Neat Egg, which is an all-vegan organic product using chia seeds and garbanzo beans, and it looks like this. Now don't worry, if you can't find the Neat Egg in your area, substitute it out with 1/4 cup of silken firm tofu. You know, that stuff that you find in the package that we like to use a lot for egg substitute. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons of this Neat product. To use this product, 1 egg equals 1 tablespoon of this plus 2 tablespoons of a liquid like water. We're gonna make 2 eggs out of this, so we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of Neat with 4 tablespoons of a liquid, and we went with rice milk. Bloop. We'll whisk it together. Whisk, 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 whisk. Oh wow, that is gooey. Now that is the consistency you're going with. A gluey texture that we're gonna dump right into our cookie batter. Mama! It's already binding as we speak, huh? After you add the Neat Egg, you're gonna add another 1/4 cup of rice milk. And then you're gonna mix it all together. We have a nice gooey consistency going on here. We're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we are gonna add 2 cups of all-purpose non-bleached flour. Try not to eat all the cookie dough. Julia Childs! And now I'm gonna put 2.25 cups of flour in. 1/2 cup of flour at a time. And to do this the American way, because all the other countries in the world, they like to weigh their stuff. And I'm saying, you know what? I'm too lazy for that. So you stick your cup measure in and you just level it off like that. Don't jam pack it in there, and then dust it or dump it right on. And 2 cups. And now we're just gonna work this in until you have a big wad of cookie dough. Our cookie dough is ready to have some chocolate chips come to the party. We're gonna use 3/4 cups of vegan chocolate chips. Fold those in with a spatch. Okay, our cookie dough is ready to be popped into the oven. I already have the oven preheated at 375 degrees, so that's good to go. Let's make our little cookie balls. I have a cookie sheet, a sheet designed for cookie making, with some parchment paper. Parchment paper is very important because it will stick to that cookie sheet and ruin your vacation. If you're on vacation, if you're just making cookies, it'll ruin your time, your day. Got a tablespoon here. I'm gonna glob it on. Globby McGloverson. Try not to overcrowd your cookie sheet because you don't want all your cookies touching. We are ready to pop these in the oven now. Bake them for 8 to 9 minutes, depending on your oven. Check them after 8. Just because they're out of the oven doesn't mean they're done cooking. So we're gonna let them sit and finish the cooking process. When I'm baking off a full batch of these, I like to have 2 cookie sheets in rotation so that I can let one batch cool and pop another batch in. So if you have 2 cookie sheets laying around, you can use that now. You might be telling yourself, hey, those cookies are done and they look delicious. Well, you're wrong, because here at the Vegan Zombie Safe House, we take things to the next level. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna shave up this delicious bar of chocolate and put chocolate on my chocolate so that I can chocolate while I chocolate. Because chocolate is my middle name. Or is it peanut butter? I have some delicious slivered chocolate that I'm gonna dust on top of my cookies. It's awesome because the cookies are still warm enough to melt that slivered chocolate on top. It's gonna be chocolatey deliciousness. These cookies are perfect and they're ready for Santa Claus. Oh, he's gonna be giving me a lot of presents after he eats one of these bad boys, I tell you that. So make sure you guys make this recipe for your Santa today, or on Christmas Eve. But remember, subscribe, survive, stay alive, and eat all the cookies. Save 1 or 2 for Santa. Now, you're gonna need a cookie sheet and some parchment paper. The parchment paper is very important. Parchment? Is that the right word? Parchment? I'm loopy right now. Nothing makes any sense. All right. That's vanilla extract. All right, here we go. Our cookies are now ready for Santa. Oh, I think he's gonna give me a big present this year.